Drummers against imply timekeeping. I'm going to play an integrated funky figure utilizing my remote hi-hat. Now I know many of you don't have the remote hi-hat, but I want you to see just the sticking and what I'm doing, which is the most important thing here. In an open-handed position utilizing double pedal, watch the power that's generated on this rhythm. Now the figure goes like this. I'll play it and move my hand a little bit. Check this out. Now, the key thing here, and to understand, to move your hand accordingly, and just play the figure as you saw me do it. Play it on the floor tom for now, or the bell of your cymbal. The key thing is just to get this rhythm together. Now, most drummers on a rhythm like this will play something similar to this. There's nothing wrong with that, that's fine. But what I'm showing you is, if you can designate your left hand just to do with a triplet in this form, and move the hand, and accent with a remote hi-hat or your floor tom, you become a machine. No ghost notes. It's a fantastic line with tons of power. Imagine if you were hitting cymbals. I don't want you hitting cymbals too much, but you play the figure. Boom, 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 ba. Let me see if I can break it a little better. Like that. Do you hear it? Like that. Get that rhythm together, just like that. Yeah, and then play with it. It becomes really big. And now this room is controlled sound, but if I was in an open studio or recording, this would sound like just humongous. And this is what I want to instill in you. For those of you who are looking at this for the very first time, this is a progression to get to this point, and I'm inviting all of you to just go back and look at my catalog, which is very extensive, that gets me to this point. You have to kind of develop your left side in such a way as to be integrated with the right. But once you can do these sort of things, quarters, eighths, or syncopated pattern, so many different things will open up for you that you never knew that were in you. And they are extremely powerful and creative and different. And I can imagine those of you looking in how many things you can come up with. But it has to be a progression. It takes time. All right? Now, if you have any questions regarding this, I welcome them, which is twitter.com/drummersagainst, facebook.com/drummersagainst, imply timekeeping. Click like on that if you would. And I have a website, rdalbus57.wix.com/DAITK, which is just a little bit of my background and where I'm coming from. And I'm testing out the waters for a t-shirt. Let me know what you think about that. I did a prototype and hopefully you'll like that. And as I say, for those of you looking at this for the first time, I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel. Your subscription is your way of supporting what I'm doing and what I'll continue to do in the future, and it inspires me. So click on subscribe and I will continue to do these sort of things. Now, right now I'm working with the remote hi-hat because I feel the remote hi-hat exemplifies open-handed position really well. And rather than buy lots of cymbals, I'm a big advocate of getting a remote. A remote hi-hat has so many more variables than 10, 12, 15, 20 cymbals. I want you to cut down on the cymbals and consider getting a remote, okay? It just elevates your game in so many different ways, okay? And thanks so much for those of you who've stayed with me. I'm looking forward to getting some feedback, but work this integrated rhythm just as I've showed you. And work it around the drum set. Let me know how it works for you. My best to each and every one of you looking in. Let's see what you think. All right? Take care.